From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans.
Check set, 19, check 53, let's set a tone, fellas, let's set a
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Houston.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Here's the set, 19, check 56. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Watson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 27, Mahomes, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch him. Mike, 55.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a first and 10 at the 18. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 58 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, flush to his right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 55. 15. Gotta do better. Come on. Mike 55. Check.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Now Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, defense, let's go. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I'm here all day.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Kill. 61. Matchbox, right. Undercrunch. Showing it. Yellow. Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he's going to go down again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that,